Hey, welcome back to RC 101 with the Taoist Flyer. Today we're going to talk about the Syma X8W FPV real-time quadrotor. Now this beast right here was sent to us from Banggood.com. Now Banggood.com has been wonderful throughout this whole experience. They've had great customer service, they really helped us out with this, but we're going to talk a little bit about the quadrotor itself today. Now, the company that makes this aircraft, Syma, has given us some of the most amazing RC helicopters over the past 10 years. I love Syma aircraft, so usually when I see one, I expect something pretty nice out of it. When I first got this, I started putting it together, got everything set up, took the battery, plugged it in, and it didn't power on. So, that was kind of a letdown. So I contacted Banggood, I let them know. They immediately sent us out a second one, and it powered on, I turned it on, but the camera didn't work on it. Strange enough. So I took the camera from the first one, put it on the second one, and it worked fine. So I was able to fly it around. I was able to test out the video system to see what the FPV is like on this. Now just a little bit about the FPV system. It's actually a Wi-Fi system, so you slap your phone into the little holder here, you connect to a Wi-Fi network that's being broadcast out by this camera, and it transmits the video directly to your phone. Now one feature that is missing from this camera is a micro SD card slot. That means that the only way that you can record the video is directly to your phone. So you're actually recording the video stream, so if there's any interference or if the signal drops, you're going to record that as well. I think that's kind of a bad point there. This is actually the only aircraft with a camera on it that I've ever seen without a micro SD card on it. But that being said, I think Syma was trying to go for a real true full-size quadrotor, like something like the Snowflake Ghost here. I mean, this behemoth right here is a bit more expensive, gimbal stabilized camera, powerful motors, can lift a lot of weight. It's the type of thing most people really want if they're going to do aerial photography. But if your budget's only about $100, then this is actually kind of an option for you if you need to lift a heavy amount of weight. That being said, it's not the most reliable aircraft in the world. The signal actually dropped out while we were flying this our first time, and it was about 20 feet up or so, and it came crashing down to the ground. Did a little bit of damage to one of the rotor arms, bent one of the little motor shafts up a little bit. I didn't expect it to happen. I did not expect the signal to drop out, and I was a little disappointed when it did, because it's something that I didn't expect from Syma. But that being said, since we do have two aircraft here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to take apart the Syma X8WC here as quickly as we can, and go ahead and try and repair this one and get another one up and flying and see what we can do. First thing you're going to obviously want to do is pull off your camera and disconnect it, and then with just this little screwdriver you can take this whole thing apart. You're going to unscrew your legs first. Let's move this one out of the way, bring this one in over here. It's like a cooking show. Unscrew your legs first, and then underneath each one of the legs you're going to find another screw, so unscrew those 4 screws, and then also unscrew the 3 screws on each one of these little motor covers and pull those off. And then underneath there's going to be more screws. Unscrew each one of those, pull those off. Once you get all the screws out, it should actually open up pretty quickly and easily once you cut the little blue and yellow tape that's on the front of the aircraft. And you should just be able to slide the shell right off. Like that, and see our beautiful interior. Now this actually is a pretty modular design. I mean, if something breaks on here, you can pretty much fix just about anything that breaks on here. The motors actually have little plugs that plug in, and the whole motor module itself is screwed in, but it can be removed as one single module. The lights that are on there are also plugged into the main board, so if one of them breaks, which one of them did during the crash, you can actually unplug it from the board and replace the lights. Basically everything in this aircraft can be pulled apart pretty quickly in about 20 minutes or so. Now replacement parts, I'm pretty sure Syma's going to offer replacement motors and replacement rotors and hopefully replacement bodies, because this plastic body didn't really handle the impact as well as I would have liked it to. Now, unfortunately, we weren't filming the aircraft flying whenever it crashed, but we do have the onboard video of it, and we'll try and show you some of that and give you an idea of what it looked like. But once you get all these motors out, you can pull the full 4 motor pins out there, pull all the wires out, like so. Now, it's a good idea to take a little blue piece of tape and a little white piece of tape and put it around the wire on each side so you'll know which wire goes where whenever you put it back. Now, each one of these lights has a screw on it that you pull out, and then you can just slide the light out of the plastic. And then on the power and charging switch, which is down on the interior, there are 2 screws. You pull those out, and then you should be able to get your little spider out pretty quickly and easily. Just slip the battery plug through, and there you go. One last little set of wires. There you go. There's your spider right there. There's your body right there. Pretty easy to take apart. Now I'm going to try and take this because this works. I know this works. It still works. I'm going to put it up inside this one, and we'll see if we have another flying Syma X8W. So we rebuilt the Syma X8W here. I put a new main board in there. See if she flies. You might want to follow it around. You're thick, you will move around. I'm coming back around the tree.
The dog was following its shadow.
And it's still kind of right there in the same spot. Oh. That was a signal drop out there. I got lucky that it caught back in right at the last second there. That, however, is not the clue.
How many times has that happened, babe?
That's the second time. Good to be able to get it on film though.
Last one happened as soon as we quit filming.
These are fresh batteries.
Your partner in crime's behind you.
Hello.
Move.
Try one of those ugly flips.
That was beautiful.
It was, wasn't it? The battery's probably a little too low for it to flip. Oh,
Oh, it just doesn't like it.
no, because it's freaking huge.
I don't like to do flips either.
Oh, I don't blame you. Flips are scary. Yeah, let's put it in with a 4 5.
think we are getting about low on the battery.
There, that's about it.
Altogether, for an aircraft in the $100 price range, it's kind of hit and miss. You know, it's not as stable as I would like. Its yaw is very slow. It doesn't spin around very fast. It does have two flight speeds, a slow speed and a high speed, and it can fight 20-mile-per-hour wind pretty easily. So you can take it outside on a windy day. You can lift a lot of weight with it. It does do a little push button flip, but I mean, that's really about all. It's really more about the size of the aircraft. If you need a large aircraft that's inexpensive, that can carry some good weight, then this might be the aircraft for you. If you're looking for a good video stream to get some good pictures from, then this camera's probably not going to be the answer. There's no micro SD slot. I mean, it is a decent image, and the Wi-Fi looks okay on it, but there's a little bit of delay depending on what phone you're using. The app is pretty standard. You just download it from the App Store, install it to your phone, connect to the Wi-Fi, and you're able to view the videos. But altogether, I think you'd be better off with a different camera on this aircraft. And if you are going to fly this aircraft, make sure you have some good batteries in the transmitter so that you don't have any signal dropouts. And be prepared to buy a couple of spare extra pieces. It does come with 4 extra rotor blades and an extra set of these interesting little rotor connectors. But altogether, I mean, it's an interesting aircraft. I expected a little bit more from Syma. They've given us some beautiful aircraft in the past, so I still have faith that they're going to come out with some beautiful aircraft in the future. This one is kind of hit and miss. I mean, it's alright if you want a big aircraft, but altogether, you know, it is what it is. We appreciate you watching RC101 with the Dallas Flyer. Stay tuned for more reviews. Thanks for watching.